What are the factors that enhance positive parenting and family relationships? Hi, I'm Dr. Paul Jenkins. I'm a professional psychologist specializing in family relationships and positive psychology. Let's get into the factors that make the most difference. We'll talk about 3 of those specifically and give you some very practical tools to use moving forward. There are hundreds of videos right here on this channel about positive parenting. Today we're going to focus on an aspect of parenting that is near and dear to my heart because it's the phase that I'm in currently. Vicki and I have 8 grandkids. We don't have any children. You go to our house and look around, you're not going to find any kids unless our grandchildren are visiting. It's a little different game at this phase of our life when we think about parenting, because really now it's about establishing a family culture where connection can continue to happen, even though we are geographically separated. These 8 grandkids of ours live in 3 different time zones, and none of those time zones is the one that Vicki and I live in. This happens sometimes, and as kids grow up and move on and do their own thing, what can you do to create that positive parenting and family culture? Here's some of the elements that I've discovered in my professional work and also in my personal life. First one is emotional safety and respect. Relationships thrive when everyone feels that they can show up and be emotionally supported without any fear of judgment or criticism. One of the big mistakes we make as parents of young adults or older children is that we continue to take on a management, dad or mom knows best kind of an approach. And we become over-controlling. This is really annoying to our maturing children. And I know this because of my own experience, but also the hundreds of families that I've worked with over the years. Because of the way child development happens, we get lulled into a sense that maybe we do have control over their lives. And for a while that's really true because little babies can't take care of themselves. But as children grow and mature, they gain more and more control over their life, whether we want to share it with them or not. Have you noticed this? It's really essential to positive parenting that we learn to let go of some of the control in exchange for being open. We shift from management to mentorship. We shift from control to consultation. Listening becomes more important than instructing. And this goes against our nature as parents. We think our job is to make sure that they understand this or that. Well, it's not at this point. In fact, that can be very annoying and off-putting to our kids. So creating that safe emotional environment free of judgment and control is the task that we get to work on at this particular stage of parenting. One of the fastest ways that I know to get to that positive family culture is through intentional expressions of gratitude and appreciation. This has its roots in the principles of positive psychology that I've built my whole career on. There is always something to be grateful for. Ask your mind to look for it. And beware, because your brain is naturally going to identify things that you don't like, or that you don't approve of, or that you think they could be doing better. The warning is, even identifying those privately in your own mind creates an energy of criticism and judgment that will invite conflict into the relationship. So ask your powerful mind to focus on, what do I like? What do I approve of? What am I grateful for? And if you will give your mind the opportunity to look for it, you will find abundant answers to those questions. That's what we focus on. Appreciation opens doors in these relationships where correction is likely to close them. I'm going to share a few thoughts with you about personal development, but before I go there, would you just take a moment to subscribe? If you haven't already, click that subscribe link and hit the notification bell too, so that you'll see all of the videos that are coming out just for you. I'm a big fan of personal development, and I've long believed that parenting is the #1 personal development program on the planet. And you've already been through the main courses, haven't you? You get to up-level your personal development as your children move into this more independent and autonomous phase of their life. Your growth will invite others to grow as well. Be the example of constantly learning and looking for ways to improve the way you show up in this relationship. That will be so appreciated by your kids. The last thing they need right now is to hear the message that they need to change something in order for this to be better. Take that responsibility on yourself. There are things that you can do right now in your own personal development that will change and enhance and uplift this relationship more powerfully than anything you could ask them to do. I think the fact that you're watching this video shows that you understand that concept. And there's more. You don't have to do this all by yourself. I've got you, and our community of certified positivity practitioners is right there to assist as well. Would you click on that next video? How to be a good parent to your adult children. Let's go even deeper into what we can do, regardless of what our kids are doing, to make this even better.